Hi guys, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope you have had a good start to the week. Super busy video yesterday making our Diamond Team macrame bracelets. Couldn't even remember what we were doing then. And today is wire wrapping. So I'm going to show you a good few different techniques to be able to create some really stunning earrings. They're beautiful for a nice simple look because the kits make so many. You could have your daytime look, your simple look, your statement look. We could do it all in one. Good morning, Edward. Hi, Joe. Oh, is it Smoffy? Smoffy O'Leary, I hope I've said your name okay. Good morning. Good morning, Ruth, Rachel, Karen, Margaret, Debbie. It always scares me when someone's got like a different spelling of a name. I just hope that I say it okay and don't offend anybody. Good morning, Jan. Hi, Sarah from a sunny Weston-super-Mare. Oh, lovely. I'm glad the sun is shining. Good morning, Dorothy. Hi, Shirley from Florida. Good morning again. Thank you for joining us. What time is it there, Shirley? Are you ahead or behind us? I can never remember. I think, are you like 6 hours ahead perhaps? In which case I hope your Tuesday's been good. Good morning, Sharon. Hi, Holly, Camille, Emma, Lorna. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so wire wrapping. I know it puts the fear into a lot of you, and unnecessarily so. You do not have to worry. Good morning, Annie. She says these earrings look lovely. They are. Even if I do say so myself, they're really lovely. Hi, good morning, Alison from New Zealand. Hope you're doing well there. You're all staying super safe, aren't you? Lovely. Hi, good morning, Joke. I think you're in Finland, aren't you, if I remember rightly? Good morning. Hi, Julie, Debbie, Jill, Sheila. Oh, we're all very vocal this morning as well. Karina from Michigan, good morning. Oh, do let me know where you're watching from. I love it when we find out, and I'm seeing some new names today as well. So we've been doing these videos for, I think we are into week 19, I think. And I pronounced your name perfectly. Amazing, thank you. We are into about week 19. So Kitty and I have been doing this every day, 10 o'clock. We've been here. Shirley, it's 5 a.m. Just hot, done beading, getting ready for bed. Oh, bless you. You are an early bird or a late bird. I guess you're quite late staying up, aren't you? Oh, Georgia, USA as well. Good morning, Cheryl. Yes, so 19 weeks every day. If you think about it, that is hundreds of videos. And in each one, we have pretty much shown you a completely different technique. Some we've revisited, some of the bundles that we have. Good morning, Rafa. Some of the ones that we have revisited, we've ended up giving you like new designs for. So we've had hundreds and hundreds. And I know a lot of you say hello and a lot of you interact with us, which is lovely. And I know a lot of you have even made new friends out of this group as well, which is great. Good morning, Catherine in Cork. Hi, Antida. You're in Telford, aren't you? Yeah. Good morning. And then I met a lady last week while I was down at the warehouse. A lady came in to pick up her order just from the door, all very socially distant and well behaved. We are in the warehouse. And Alice said that she had been watching all of the videos, but she doesn't ever interact or say anything. So I know sometimes it can be a bit daunting because there's lots of people. Anne says, my postman keeps ringing the bell and saying more beads. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, we have kept the postal service busy, haven't we? So a lot of you I know can find it intimidating not interacting, but just give us a little heart or a little like or give us a little wave if you want to do a little comment, because we do love to know that you're all there. If you don't want to interact, that's fine. If you don't want to have a little chat, no problem. But it's good to know that you're there. Thank you so much for watching and supporting us. Okay, so I am going to do wire wrapping. I'm going to stop gabbling on and I'm going to turn you down so that you can see the goodies from today. Now, I'm particularly excited about this one because I raided the warehouse while I was there last week. So I have put together all of these colourways. I've tried to be, I've tried to think about everybody's different taste and different colours as well. It's very hard. Hi, good morning, Sharon. Hi, Dawn. It's very hard to look at it and not just pick your favourites all the time. Hi, good morning, Alexandra. Shirley says, how can we find all your older videos, please? So if you go onto Facebook, go onto our Totally Beads page and they will all be there. Oh my goodness me, Kitty's just saying she's counted and we are into week 21. So every day for 21 weeks, wowzers. So you can either find them on the website or you can find them on Facebook. If you go on to Facebook, then they will just be on our pages and they will be in videos. That way, I don't think we've uploaded any other videos recently. So you can just scroll through all the videos, have a little look at the descriptions and they'll all be in there. Good morning, Jeanette from Cornwall. Hi, good morning. Hope you have got beautiful weather down there. I love Cornwall. Or you can go onto the Totally Beads website, click on categories and you'll see there's one there called Facebook tutorials. Oh, I double clicked, hang on. Facebook tutorials. And on here, so you can either click our Facebook page here, that will take you straight through. Or here, these are all the videos that we've done. So this obviously is today's, Diamante Macrame from yesterday, Tiffany necklace from Sunday, bead embroidery was Saturday, Friday, Thursday. So this will take you all the way through. And then down at the bottom, we've now categorized them into the months. So you've got July, June, May, April and March. So once you've gone in, say for example, you like the square stitch from March, you can click on it and it will say click here for the Facebook video and this will show you all of the kits, the instructions, any of the materials that were related to that video. So that way you're not going to miss a thing and it's all in there. Some of the bundles and the kits may not be in stock anymore. They are normally for just over a week or until stock lasts. So today, let's have a look at today's. Now I've thank you, Kitty and Simon. They've put my jewellery kit in here. We do get quite a lot of questions in the videos. Jodie's saying, except the other day was video watch only. Sure missed your interaction. Yes, on Sunday we had to do a pre-recorded video. Kitty and I needed family days. We both had visitors and we thought that the tile necklace would be a great one because it went with your bracelets from the Saturday newsletter. But it was nice to see a lot of you still commenting as well, which was great. Good morning, Joan from Cape Town, South Africa. I hope you're staying safe, Joan. Thank you so much for saying good morning. Hi, good morning, Linda. Hi, Nadia. All last month's videos are now in the month's folders. Yes, you can see all of those on the website. Oh, Lucy and Janet are in Milton Keynes. When I moved away in March, I was in Toddington. So I was just up the road from you. All my family are in Leighton Buzzard and Wing. So they're all around you. So yes, my toolkit. I digress. My toolkit is in here. Now, this is everything you need, and I'm going to use all of these today as well. When I put this together, I wanted to put in some little extras as opposed to just the pliers that we always need. So if you haven't got your pliers yet, we've got a round nose, a cutter, and your flat nose. I'll show you them in real life in a minute. They all come in a nice little leatherette case. You've got a ruler, which also has a bead sizer. You've got your scoop, your scissors, and your needle tube, and you'll get 3 Easy Eye needles in there as well. So that is nice and full with absolutely everything that you're going to need. Okay, so then your wire bundles, I'm going to show you them in real life. They're worth £13 down to £10.99 today. These are the earrings that I'm going to be showing you. You've got everything in here. We did include 2 strands of your crystals, 2 different thicknesses of wire, and I'm going to show you in a minute, and then enough for pierced ears and clip-ons, because I know that not all of you have stuck needles through your ears and have holes. So I wanted to be able to have these for you as well. So we have a 0.8 and a 0.4 millimeter thickness in your wire. Now this is the silver one, and we have beautiful turquoise and sort of an amethyst crystal in there. The colours are absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to check because I think I've got more colours here than is actually on the website. Do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I've got them all. Okay, good. I didn't want to show you something you couldn't have then. So 2 really long strands of crystals. As you can see, they are, I think these are the 16-inch strands, super long, hundreds of crystals in here, which is fabulous. And because we're making earrings, they're going to go a long way. So 0.4 and 0.8 thickness in your wire. You will also get your clip-on earrings. And these just open up, so you can see you've got, so this is what you will see from the front of your ear. You just get the little stud post up at the top, and then you've got the loop down on the bottom as a connector. Close that over your ear, and obviously this bit will be at the back, and then you have your lovely little droplet that we'll attach our beads onto. So you get your ear posts for clip-ons, and also your fishhook earrings. Now then, that was, what have we called that one? That was amethyst. And then we've got iris. So in your iris, you have the beautiful, it's the champagne gold. Again, in 0.4 and 0.8 millimeter thickness. And then you get, look at these. It was really hard to pick what colours to put with them, because obviously we have so many in the warehouse. So it was really tricky to narrow it down. But I'm hoping that we have got some nice little colourways, and I just thought the 2 of those go beautifully. I tried to do it so that you could take it down a warm or a cool tone in all of your kits. And then to match your champagne wire, again, you will get your clip-on earrings and your fish hooks. This one is my favourite, obviously. You know me, guys, anything rose gold and I am there. I just love these colours. Now, these are the ones that I had made that I've been showing you. So it's the beautiful rose gold wire. Let me just see what this one is called. This one doesn't have it. Oh, green champagne. So this is your rose gold wire, beautiful green and champagne crystals in there as well. And you'll see that they are faceted rounds. I just found that added on a really lovely detail to the shape as I was wire wrapping them. Wondering, did you do opposite sides in the spiral earrings? No, I didn't, because they actually spiral backwards. You could, if you wanted to, you could turn the loop. So when these are in your ear, they're actually going to sit flush to your head, like so. But if you turned your loop, then yes, you could do them. You could do them either facing in, or you could do them facing out. You could have them facing the same way, facing opposite ways. You're in charge. You can do whatever you like with them. Sorry, I know I'm taking a long time showing you the bundles, but I want you to be able to see them. And then the pink. So the pink, you've got the beautiful soft baby pink, and then the iris finish in your rounds. Of course, beautiful pink. And then that's got a soft pink rose gold finding with it as well. And then you've got the gold. This is with your blues. So this is your bright gold, or gold, as Kitty refers to it. Gold with blues. I love gold with a royal blue. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So let's get going. Which one shall we make? Let's do silver. Okay, so the main frame of your earring is going to come from your 0.8 millimeter wire. So we're going to open these up. Take out this wire. I tend to just cut off that little bit. If you have some of your nylon coated pliers, you could straighten that out. Absolutely no problem. So, do you know what? I nearly okay, let's do the pink. You all love the pink. As I picked it up, I thought, I've got a feeling you might like this one. Okay, let's do this one. Here's the joy of being live and interactive. You tell me what to do and I can do it. Okay, so let's cut this little bit off. You're all loving the pink. Okay, amazing. So, and I think it's so nice to have the wire in the colour as well, which I think is just lovely with these. These are really lovely copper wires, really great to work with, and super pliable, soft enough to be able to work with without trouble, but thick enough that they are going to hold our shape beautifully. Okay, so I've got a feeling quite a few of you are going to want to know how to do the spiral. So I'm going to leave this one a little bit longer. I've gone for about yeah, just over 15 centimetres in my wire. And I'm going to start off with the very centre. So let's do it in the pink. Let's do a nice soft one. Remember, you're going to get 2 strands of your wire. Oh, Sharon says, I tried this years ago using memory wire. It was very difficult. Yeah, memory wire is going to be a nightmare to do this sort of thing with because it's a tempered steel. It's just too strong. So your gauge wires that we're using here will be absolutely perfect. Now, I'm pretty sure that a lot of you would want the spiral ones, so I'm going to show you that first because once you've mastered that one, all of the rest are super simple, okay? So we're going to start off with just 1 bead on the very end of our wire, and this is going to be the very centre of our spiral. So I'm just going to take the wire at the very, very end, flush to the pliers, no wire coming out of there at all, and I'm just going to give that a little turn. What I'm doing here is just going to mold the wire, and I'm pulling it in quite tightly, molding the wire around that bead. Now just be careful when you're working around the beads because they are crystals and they're faceted. Of course, you could chip them. I'm just going to try and bend that in just a little bit further just to get a really nice little neat finish on it. And then just try not to hold your wire too tightly in all the other sections as well because you don't want to kink it. So you can see there, I've just pinched that in. So I've got my bead right on the very end. And I'm just going to straighten this up. So it's actually really helpful to warm up your wire a little bit. So I tend to run it through my fingers. You can use your pliers, but to be honest, I prefer to almost warm it up. It just makes it a little bit easier to work with. I know it sounds like codswallop, doesn't it? But I promise it's not. Taking out my, oh, this has a long bit in the middle. Taking out my 0.4 millimetre wire now. And this is what we are going to use. God, there's a big old extra bit on there. This is what we're going to use to do our wrapping. So I'm going to add my beads onto this. And you can go straight from the strand. You could probably take your wire and go straight through. So can you see, I've taken some beads off the end. I'm adding my wire all the way through and just pull those strands off. And then this is going to be a nice little cheats way of adding on several at once. Now, I think on my earrings, I've probably added, I think if I remember rightly, it was about 33 of my crystals. So I'm just going to count these up quickly. 24. Let's check how many we've got on here. Oh, I was 1 off, 34, okay. Oh, what did I say I had on here? 24, so let's add another 10 on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If you aren't comfortable just threading straight from the string, then just decant them onto your little mat. It might just be a little bit of felt material, onto your bead mat, whatever it may be. And you can just use your wire like a needle. So as you can see, I'm just rotating the beads around until I find the hole and then adding them straight on. So the prep work for this is pretty simple. Okay, I've got all of my beads for my earring, and you don't have to use the same bead counts. You can, of course, bespoke these to suit your need. So now I've got this little bit in the center. It's slightly off center, so I'm just going to take my pliers and pinch that in so that the end of the wire is meeting the very middle. And then I'm going to take a small little tail, just an inch or so, on my wire, and then right where the middle is of that coil, I'm going to start wrapping this wire around. Now you'll see I'm pushing it in with my thumb and I'm wrapping it around the wire itself, pushing it with my finger and my thumb, so that each time I push it in, I'm getting those beautiful coils, nice and neat. If they're a little bit further down, just push them up all the way. And now I can get rid of that tail. Can move it away from the work a little bit. As you can see, it will slide. Snip that off as close as you can get. And then if you find you've got any rough edges, just pinch that in with your pliers. You see how neat that is now, and up we go. Okay, so now I'm going to start introducing the beads. So I've got 3 or 4 coils here. I'm going to introduce my beads. So I'm going to bring a bead up, just drop that down from my spool. I'm going to take hold of the little handle that I've almost got here now. Add my bead on top of the wire, and then I kind of forget it's there and bring my wire up and round. Okay, and that's all you need to do. Bring up a bead, sit it on top of the wire, hold it into place, use your thumb to pull that wire as tight as it will go. Bring up a bead, hold it into place, wrap it on. So the wire is thin enough that it's really easy to work with, thick enough that it holds its place, and just try to make sure that your beads are close, butt up, right next to each other. So bring a bead up, make sure it's as close to the bead as it can be, hold it in place so it's on top of the wire, and I'm using my thumb to encourage that down. Move up, and you will get into a nice little swing. So you can see that I've got the extra beads in my hand, dropping that down, holding it into place, wrapping it over. And I'm just going to keep on doing this until I've used up all of my beads. I can see lots of you talking, lots of your questions getting answered, so that's fabulous. I'm not going to concentrate too much on going back over the comments. I've got Kitty in the background answering away for me. Thank you, Kitty. The link obviously to the product is in the description of the video, but if you have any other questions, as you know, Kitty and I will keep an eye on the video throughout the rest of the day. We get notifications when somebody has commented or if you've asked any questions. I believe, Kitty, are you still going to do a Q&A on Friday as well? Oh no, you're going to take everyone through the beads, aren't you? On Friday, we've been doing like a little Q&A session for the last couple of weeks. On this Friday, we've had so many people asking about different shapes of beads, seed beads. What's the difference between Toho, FGB, Chinese craft beads, Delicas, bugles. So many of you are quite new to jewellery making. So what Kitty is going to do is take you through all of our seed bead ranges. So that you can actually have a little look at the different types of seed beads, what they're used for, etc., etc. Hopefully clearing up all of that. So yeah, join Kitty on Friday at 10 o'clock. That will be a really good educational video for you guys, I think, and just clear up some of those questions. We get asked a lot about like seed bead sizes, what's the best bead for particular techniques. So that will be all going over on Friday, and then the week after I think it's me, and I'll do threading materials, so like your tiger tail wire, your threads, your nylons, your Nymos, your Eslons, whatever it may be. Okay, can you see this is really coming along, taking shape. And what I'm doing is just making sure that they are all nice and close up to each other, but I'm also making sure that I don't bend and misshape my main frame wire as well, because we need that to be nice and straight for when we're going to coil it, just so we get the best finish. Bringing a few more up. Oh, I cut this quite tight. Needed a little bit longer. I might just have to take off a couple of these beads. So I'm just going to create a loop up at the very top, which will be what we attach our earring on with. And as you can see, just always holding it into place, and my thumb is always pushing that wire as close up as it can be. So I'm kind of pushing as well as keeping the tension with the rest of my hand. So this is positioning, this is tension. And I think that's all of my beads. Amazing, reach the top. So you can see I've got a couple of centimetres spare up at the top, and we're just going to finish in the same way that we did before at the very beginning. So nice little neat loops. If they're not touching, just squash them up. Nice bit of wire wrapping to secure. And then we'll cut that nice and close to the wire. Take your flat nose pliers, pinch it down to squash those in, and then I'm doing tiny little pincer movements just to keep that nice and smooth, and you'll see you get that perfect lovely little finish there as well. Okay, so Lorna's saying you could mix the colours of the crystals. Yeah, that would be really beautiful. I've seen lovely rainbow ones like these. You could do absolutely any colour. I think the really great thing is with these videos and the kits that we've done, we've tried to allow it so that you've got lots of inspiration and so many materials that once you get them home, it's entirely up to you what you do with them. You're in charge. You can have a nice little play. Okay, so we're now going to create our little coil. So the very inside is, of course, going to be nice and tight. Now, you want to keep your wire as loose as you can, and you are using your index finger and your thumb to mould all of these together. So I'm just going to pinch that in a little bit more. Nice. And I want to keep it as round as possible. So just like we do when we're creating a coil on a pin, I'm holding it flat like we would in our pliers. And you can pinch it in as much as you want to. So you can go as tight as possible. And this will keep it really nice and round. Can you see that? And then up at the top, I'm going to go the opposite direction because I just want it to have a nice little curve up to the top. And then you can open this up. So you can open it up to have it then, now that you've kind of got that beautiful shape, you can then position the middle as much as you would like. And I actually want this one to come right into the centre. There we go. Better. And you can see you get that lovely shape. I'm just going to mould that around my thumb. And you can open these up, like I said, you can keep on pinching it in, just repositioning. You'll see that the wire is really pliable, but you get that really gorgeous shape. Really lovely shape. Okay, so then you're going to take the top and we want to create a loop that will attach onto our earrings. Now, depending on how you want this to go, I can't remember who asked me about the direction of the spirals at the beginning. If you wanted to, so if my loop here is going to go left to right, of course, that will mean my earring will go in like so. Just think about where your ear wire will go into your ear or your clip-on. So if we do it this way and I want it flush to my head, my loop here is going to have to go left to right. If I want it to go sideways, I'll have to curl it front and back in this direction, okay? So if you then wanted to do the other side, of course, you could add it on in the opposite direction, have a spiral in the other way. I like it when they're flush to my head. They are lightweight, so these are going to move anyway. I'm going to create, let's do a nice little wrapped loop up at the top because I do get a lot of questions about wrapped loops and I've got enough here just to do a little one. So let's do that and then that will incorporate in beautifully with the rest of the wire. So taking our pliers, I'm just going to bend it at a slight angle. Holding my round nose pliers in place, I'm just going to mould this wire all the way around. Like so. Can you see that I've now got that lovely little loop up at the top? And I'm just going to, I hate it when my loops aren't perfectly on top. I do get a little bit particular about that. So I'm just going to give that an extra little nudge just to neaten that up. And then I take my round nose pliers. I'm not holding it too tightly because I don't want to mark and dent the wire. So I am just holding it reasonably lightly, but enough to hold it in place. And then I'm taking my flat nose pliers and taking that extra wire all the way round. Now, not only am I holding the end of the wire, but I am also pulling with some force just to make sure that I get as much of that into the wire as I can. So it's nice and neat. And you can see there I've got a nice couple of wraps. Wire's getting quite thin, so I'm going to cut that off. Trim it nice and close. And now my wraps with my thicker wire, well, I think that one hit the ceiling. My wraps with the thicker wire now meet my thinner wire. And again, just those little pincer movements to add that in. And you get a gorgeous finish. So this would sit side on to my head because my ear wire is going to attach in here. So I'm going to rotate this one around going to hold on to all of my earring and just maneuver it over. Now, of course, the whole point of a wrapped loop is that it's secure. So I'm just going to lift up a little bit of my earring. I don't very often like opening the ends of the earrings. I just feel like it weakens them. But in this case, we're not going to have too much movement on there, so it will be fine. So then this will sit flush to the side of your head, and as you move and as it moves, you're going to get that beautiful glistening of the earring. So that's how you do your spiral. Now the rest of them, of course, are pretty straightforward based on the back of that shape. So if I take my thicker wire, I'm not going to bother wrapping them for you, but I will just show you how to attach on the either side of this. So a little bit less wire to do your oval. I'd say about 10 centimeters is good, but again, you're going to be in charge. It just depends on the size of earring that you want. Create your loop up at the top, so just like you would with an eye pin. I'm going to create a loop up at the top here. Of course, it's not central, so I'll pop those pliers in and straighten that up. Then I would wire wrap on all of my beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21 I've got on here. So that's the sort of size that would give you. Of course, if you want huge big statement earrings, add as many in as you want. This is going to mean you could probably get about, oh, I don't know, 7, 8 pairs of earrings from one strand of crystals. So you're doubling that up, remember, because you are getting 2 colours. Straightening up that loop, you'll then wire wrap your crystals just like we did for the spiral. You'll then bring it around and create, I'm going to lift that up, and create your little oval, teardrop, whatever shape you like. You could do any shape. Bend in that top, so that we're going to have this up here. And of course, I haven't got the stability of having the beads on there as well, but you can see you can mold it to whatever shape you would like. Once you're up at the top, I'm going to take the wire, bend it to 90 degrees, and that will mean that I can then take my pliers and wrap around the top. It's a bit trickier to do when you don't have the stability of your beads, because of course once you've wire wrapped, your beads are going to be on there a lot tighter. And cut this bit off. Oh, you can hear the dogs barking away. John and the dogs came home today, so they are busy exploring the garden, making sure that none of the birds have moved in while they've been away. There you go, and you will do your little wrapped loop up at the top. It's quite a messy version now, but of course I just wanted to show you so that you can see the shape. Have a look here. You can see that loop up at the top, adding on your beads in exactly the same way as we've done the spiral, and then once you get to the top, it's just those 2 little coils to secure up at the very top. Can you move left a bit? There's a lot happening off camera. Yes, sorry, I was just straightening up that little loop, and I have to bring it closer to my eyes to see. If you want me to show you that one again, I can, but I think you probably get the concept of it. And then you can, of course, straighten it up. You can see how much more rigid it is once you've added the beads on. Can you see here? It's quite loose. Whereas once you wire wrap it with the beads, that's going to be perfect. And then with this little one here, I just made an eye pin. So a loop top and bottom to give myself one little connector. And then a tiny little mini version of the oval earring. So that you can have a tiny little droplet on the bottom. So you can go nice and simple. You can go a little bit bigger. Or then, of course, you can have your statement spirals as well. And that's about it, guys. I hope there is something in your in the colorways that will suit you, some of your favorite colors. I'm sorry I've missed out on so many of the comments today, but I know that everybody has been replying to each other. It's hard to keep track sometimes of the conversations going on, but if you have any questions, then let me know. Camille says, have you still got visitors? Where are you off to today? I do. My nephews have been here for 2 nights. They all go home today, which I'm sad about. So I used to live right near them. I used to see them, oh gosh, several times a week. Of course, we moved the week before lockdown, so no one was able to come and visit us for several months. We were all in the same boat, I know. So yeah, they've had their first little sleepover, bless them. So yesterday we were at the Owl and Bird Sanctuary. You might have seen some of the pictures that I put on my Instagram and Facebook page. Amazing place. Today we're off to a little antiques market. It's just like a little shop that has lots of different concessions in it. It's really gorgeous. So we're gonna pop in there, have a little rummage, pop out for lunch now that my husband's back as well, and then they're all off home. So then it's more work for me. Somebody was asking about TV shows. Yes, so our next jewellery show is on the 19th and Kitty's coming to do it. She's going to come back. So obviously Kitty hasn't been here since January or February, I think, for the TV shows. Because of lockdown, so there were no hotels. So she's going to be coming up to do this one as well. Lorna, question, could you break the crystals when shaping the earring if you added them too tight? Not with your wire, really, because the wire itself, it's only a 0.4mm wire. What you want to be careful of is when you're turning near them. So these little droplets that we put in the very middle, and then if you are using your pliers up at the top, the wire isn't going to break them, but your pliers will. Because they are faceted rounds, you could chip some of those little edges, and that will be a little bit tricky. Lucy says it's weird watching you on TV now. That's because you know us so well now, Lucy. You see us every day. Yes, I'm actually on Thursday, Friday this week. Good couple of shows, some new Forever Flowers will be on. As you can see, the wreath in the background, that's some of the flowers and stuff that we do. So yeah, Kitty will be on the 19th. My next jewellery TV show is the 2nd or 3rd of September. So not long, and these are actually one of the kits that I've been working on that I think will pop on there as well. Might do a few new colourways. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure seeing you all this morning. Thank you all so much for the interaction from all over the world. Thank you for staying up until crazy early in the morning as well, Shirley. Hope you're going to have a nice sleep now. It's so lovely to know that you're all out there and that we are all beading away together and that you enjoy the designs and the techniques. I will now not be with you until next Monday. So you can have a break from me. You're going to have Kitty here tomorrow. Kitty, you literally told me just before we went live what you were doing. We were on the phone and you told me, and I can't remember. What is it you're doing tomorrow? Oh, I know what you're doing. Tomorrow, Kitty is going to show you some beautiful crystal tubes. You're going to need to get your glue out, and we are making our own spacer beads. They are absolutely stunning. I know she can't wait to show you. It's something very different. It's a new design that she's come up with. So she will see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock for that. Lovely seeing you all. Enjoy your day. Hope we've caught up with all the questions. If not, our Forever Flowers beads. No, Leanne, they are like paper and fabric flowers, artificial flowers that I do. If you pop over to my Sarah Millsop page, you'll find out all about them over there. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Nadia says, thank you. I've never attempted wire wrapping so far. You are encouraging me to try. That's lovely to know. You don't need to be as scared of it as a lot of people are. So hopefully I've given you the confidence to be able to just have a little go. I'm pretty sure you'll love it. Thanks, guys. I will see you next Monday. Join Kitty for the next few days. Take care. See you soon. Bye.